let us welcome Ryan Lau, who holds 3 times MDRT with 1 COT and 1 TOT.
During the pandemic period, the way consumers make purchasing decisions is constantly changing. So it is important to continually reevaluate our personal sales strategies. This takes careful planning. Fortunately, with a solid strategy in place, we can stay consistent and close more deals. When it comes to selling, we have to remember that customers come first. Not knowing the strategic reasons why a sales activity is being done, unfortunately, leads to not knowing what should be the prospect's ideal responses. The advisor then loses the control over the sales encounter. Majority of the activities in the selling cycle can be learned with awareness and also constant training. I'm going to share more about 5 skill sets which can tremendously improve our closing ratio when we meet our customers. I believe many of us already know how to succeed in the industry. The priority is to use the right skill at the right timing. As an advisor, we have many things to complete every single day to better serve our customers. Time is everything to an advisor. The better we manage our time with our customers, especially during the selling process, we can better serve our customers. Service is key for our customers. I've always believed that sales can be made to be very, very easy if we have the right skill set and to use them at the right timing. I will share how we can better close deals efficiently without unnecessary delays, especially when we are dealing with higher net worth customers who may have very little time. So we need to make our presentations effective and also very efficient. That is how I've always done my sales. And if somebody like me can do it, anybody can. So here are the 5 main ideas I will share today. This includes, number 1, creating a sense of urgency with customers. Customers need to know they need to buy now or else they will never buy. So they have to be urgent. Number 2, overcoming objections during presentations. This means having the ability to solve objections on the spot instead of after the objection. Number 3, being authentic. People buy people first. Make sure our customers have something they like about us. We must be likable. Number 4, identifying the decision maker in the selling process. Who is the CFO of this family, of this company, or who is the person holding the funds? Number 5, being efficient in the selling process. We have to be very efficient because we are paid based on the ability of us solving problems at the fastest rate possible. So we have to be very fast in our selling process. And in my sharing, I will include ideas, solutions, and also responses which can help us close deals. So here comes key point number 1. We have to learn how to create a sense of urgency for our customers. Remember, always be a value provider. We need to uncover an unrecognized problem which can help us to solve problems for our customers. We are paid to solve problems. So it is the same thing. It may be something related to the customer's personal life or maybe his or her public life. We need to know how can we help, how can we contribute, always be a contributor. We need to offer unseen opportunities, something which nobody knows. Only we can solve for them. We have to learn this skill. This is very important. As advisors, strong relationships are key as we operate our business in a highly competitive environment. Customers must remember us as professionals who add value in their lives. This can be anything important to our customers. For example, let me provide everyone with a case study. I had a customer who needed to enter a foreign country during MCO when others couldn't help. I knew about this because he was telling me even the embassy couldn't help him or even the foreign country couldn't help him. So I knew about this and I made arrangements to help him enter the foreign country in a matter of a few days based on my connections. This resulted in my customer knowing that I can add value when it is needed most, even though it was not in my area of expertise because I'm not an expert in making people going to other countries. I'm an insurance advisor, but I have skill sets which can let me solve problems for everyone else. So I went out of my way to provide solutions for an urgent issue which needed to be solved. This is how I solved this problem for this particular customer. So in the future, when facing competition or facing difficulties, let us ask ourselves, why must our customer, our prospect, choose us as their advisors in their incoming purchases? We need to ask ourselves that question. At the same time, remember, Be a key person of referring talents. No one in this world lives on their own. We need to know how to use our network. So what if we landed ourselves in a situation where our skill sets cannot solve the situation on hand? If that is the case, whenever possible, it is crucial to use our network of existing customers to solve issues for new prospects, create value for our customers, our customer base. This creates value for our existing customers and also provides trust and a sense of reliability for new prospects which we may interact with. At the same time, remember, ask the right mix of questions. So when we are meeting customers, it is our first priority to identify important aspects of their life which are related to insurance, which is related to their insurance arrangements. Always remember that we are solutions providers. Again, I'm emphasizing this because this is so important. Provide solutions to the people around us. The process starts by knowing the current situation. This may include major changes in the risk profile, for example, maybe the cash flow, assets, maybe career or business endeavors, or maybe even the family status. This basic understanding of their profile will allow us to better advise them accurately. So remember, ask the right questions always. And again, efficient selling is about strong questioning techniques. So maybe you can think about it this way. What are the difficulties which the customer may face currently or in the next 5 to 10 years? Identify the current problems which involves risk, which may interfere in the process of them gaining wealth or stopping them from reaching their financial goals. So remember, we need to solve an actual problem. Okay, so let's look at a case study. For example, if a 35-year-old young entrepreneur with a small family of 7, let's say he's got 3 children, maybe 1 wife, 2 parents, and including himself, that makes it up to 7. His current goal is to build his SME business successfully while maintaining a healthy cash flow for his business, fixed and also variable expenses on a regular basis. And this is quite common for this kind of profile. It would be a disaster if financial risk were to happen at the same time. So what have you got to do? We have to look at his portfolio. This means he may need, for example, and this also depends on his budget, extensive life coverage. This is for his business loans coverage and also funds for his family's long-term sustenance, and also extensive CI coverage. This is for his successful business continuity, among other various insurance coverage, such as maybe first-class medical card coverage, and also among other insurance applications which we may do for the customers. So this can be done successfully in one simple presentation once you understand the customer's current situation and also current problems. Remember, simplicity is very important when you're selling. And the next part would be overcoming objections. Let's say we are selling, right? So remember, when we sell, always solve objections on the spot. We do not delay objection handling. So we have to learn how to confirm our understanding of the objection. What is the actual objection? What is the customer actually asking? This is very important. So customers may explain many thoughts during our fact-finding process with them. The priority is, as an advisor, we need to identify the main points which can help us solve the customer's needs and wants on the spot. Closing on the spot means having the ability to listen carefully on the spot while hearing for key responses to encourage them towards the buying decision. Remember, we want them to buy. But for them to buy, we need to know what they are actually thinking. So listening is key. Don't talk so much when we are selling. Listen what they are actually trying to tell us. There is something in every single conversation which helps us towards the selling process. Also, remember, only make the sales presentation once you have all the details we need. And this may include, for example, the budget of the customer. Perhaps, is it the right timing? Timing is very important. And maybe we can ask them about who is the decision maker in the family. It's very important because, as I have said earlier, the decision maker is a CFO. He allows the funds to go out, to come to us, for us to go to apply an insurance application with the company. So we need to know all of this. And at the same time, before engaging in a full presentation, ask ourselves, who is a decision maker for these insurance arrangements. Our priority is to speak to the decision maker of the family or business. This is so important. Do not waste time speaking to people who do not have control over the funds for the family or for the company or for any other organization. We want to know who is the person with the control in the family. Only then we can help them. And remember, we have to train ourselves to identify the problem. What are the pain points? Remember, to ask our customers, what are their fears? What are they most worried about financially? If it is a solvable financial issue, identify. If it is within our sphere of expertise, if it is, we have to let them know we are here to help them solve the problem. And again, learn. We have to learn to clarify and classify what is the objections or what is the question the customer may have. Not every single thing is meant to be solved, but some of the important parts. For example, when customers share their worries with us during the fact-finding process, clarify if it is something they want to solve. And if it is something they want us to solve for them, we can ask them, for example. If it is, our next step is to classify these problems into 4 categories. It's very simple. Number 1, life coverage. Number 2, critical illness coverage. Number 3, medical coverage. Number 4, education or perhaps retirement funding. So again, remember, use confirmation questions. During the selling process, we can reaffirm our customers by asking if it is an actual, or maybe it is a problem which we can help them to solve. Let them know we are here to help them, but they need to let us know what is the problem on hand. Let them know what happens now. What happens now if they have got this coverage in place? How will his life have a better value as a person as a result? We have to do this so that customers have a sense of urgency. They need to change now, not in the future. They need to know what we can help them to do now. And again, while we are doing a presentation, remember, ask if there is anything else we can do for this customer. Are there any questions left unanswered? Remember to solve on the spot. Never delay any important details that can be done on the spot. Solve whatever we can solve on the spot to give customers the confidence to make the buying decision. And always remember, we have to learn to try to distinguish a genuine objection from a miscellaneous question. Some prospects or customers have a lot of questions, as it is their habit to ask a lot. In situations like this, we have to identify the main question which is asked so we can efficiently solve them by answering the right questions. Solve the right questions at the right timing. For example, some common objections. For example, I've got no time, I've got no time, and I've got to think about it. This is when customers have no trust for us. So let's look at it one by one. When a customer says, I've got no money, for example, your product costs too much. I can get the same from somebody else with a cheaper price. So how do we solve this objection? Remember, when we are selling, we have got to be valuable, show our value. If there is a priority for the arrangement, in this case, insurance, we either pay for it with discounted dollars or we liquidate. It's just that simple. We could end up spending all we have spent our life doing just to solve a simple risk. So we have a choice. Let them know the difference we make in their life. Another option is to breaking down our cost, the cost for the customer in the smaller amounts. Let's do a very simple case study. So here is the size of the problem. And here is the solution which I have provided. Now, do you want to solve all of your problem or do you want to solve half of it? There is a price tag on doing something. And there's also the price tag for doing nothing. And in this case, they are self-insured if they don't do anything with us. So which price tag do you want to pay? Do you want to self-insure yourself or do you want to push the risk to somebody else? They can make a decision and we can help them make that decision. So remember, another key point, focus on the unique value of our product and services. We ensure expensive items such as cars, luxury cars, for example, and even normal cars, and properties, businesses, and even more. Have you insured the most valuable assets of all? So ask them this question. Have you insured the most valuable assets of all? It isn't the physical assets. It is you. You are the most valuable asset in your life. Nothing else will ever replace them. So you are the only income producing asset in this business of life. So remember that. We have to insure ourselves because we are the only thing, we are the only income producing asset in our life. At the same time, remember, timing is key. For example, customer may say, and this is a case study, for example, it is too much for me to take in right now. I'm busy. Call me again in 6 months, 12 months. This is so common, right? So how do we solve this objection? Make the decision to meet us an easy one. Don't make it tough for them. Make it simple for them. Make them want to meet us. Let's talk about it this way. I will make you an easy offer to this customer, for example. I will make you an easy offer. You can think of it while being insured. We will complete the application process, and if you do not want it, we will return your money back, and in the meanwhile, you can think about it while being insured. This is a very simple statement, but it makes a lot of difference. And we can also list out all the difference for working with us. For example, all life insurance works the same, but it is like buying a high-tech device. If we do not know how to use it, it's useless. When you buy the product, you get me too. I'm the technician who goes with the product. We can use all these simple statements to convince our customers towards the buying decision. And at the same time, outline the value of the product and service. We make it simple for them, show it to them. So we can even ask them, do you really believe, as a customer, your human life value is zero? Would there be any reason to buy insurance if you knew that you would not be here tomorrow? And again, let them think. Let there be a pause. Let them reflect. When we ask a question, we need to stop for a while. Do not rush. Let them think about it. Okay? And then explain to them how easy it is to get started. Always simplify the whole buying process. My job, for example, is to make insurance as simple as possible for you. It will be easy for you to make the decision. No obligations. Okay? Moving on, the customer or prospect may say, I have to think about it. Perhaps the customer is saying, or this prospect is saying, I need to run this by my wife, my business partner, my mentor, before I do anything else. So how do we solve this? Attempt to stay in the process, first of all, by asking the right questions. Again, I have to emphasize it. Questioning skills is the key to selling. Never provide statements which are unnecessary. Make our sales cycle interesting and have our customers think about what we are actually talking to them. What are we actually saying? Another key point, locate the decision maker. The decision maker is so important. Never forget to get to the decision maker. Unless we get to the decision maker, the sales cycle and the final decision made will not be the best possible outcome. Again, there's something we can do for our customers. Answer their needs and wants. What is it that they actually want? What is it that they actually need? We can try to ask. Ask what is the preferred solutions for the customer. Customer have a tendency to buy what they themselves have emphasized. Give it to them, whatever it is they want. At the same time, advise them based on the best, according to the best of our ability. And this is so important. I've been saying this for so many times, but I will say it again. Simplify the buying process. The bigger the case, the easier it is for the customer to understand the concept. Always simplify. Let the buying process be so simple that there is no stress involved. Let our customers be happy buying from us. We want to do business with people who feel relaxed, people who feel happy buying from us. This is so important. And the key point, trust. Trust is so important when you are doing business. For example, a customer may ask, it seems like you know what you're doing, but how do I know you really have the necessary experience, skills to do these arrangements? So when it comes to situations like this, how do we solve the objection? Number one, be honest. Honesty is key. Also, be consistent. We have to be consistent all the time, not just some of the time. And share these testimonials, perhaps similar customers with the same profile. Let's say this customer has got 30 million worth in net worth. Share what has got other customers with similar net worth or even higher net worth has been doing and how have we helped them. Show it to them. Let them know. And we can also give clients confidence. We can provide confidence to our customers by showing perhaps even more testimonials or showing that we are the right person instead of other advisors, because our business is very competitive. At the same time, remember, no matter how good we are at selling, we have to be authentic. We have to be real. For example, if our customer, they want to have a behind the scenes look, they want to know what we actually do every single day. Actually, we can do it. We can share with them what is so special about our industry. What do we do day to day? Let them know. And you can also be clear on our audience needs. For example, listen to them. Listen to what they actually want. We can actually get key points which helps us to sell. At the same time, let them know what makes us stand out. What is so special about us? Why must they choose us? We need to have some special key skills. We need to have some unique selling point. That is very important in business. So let's look at it one by one. So what is it about? How can we give our audience a behind the scenes look? Number one, we can show the ups and downs of our business. Let them know in our business, it is not similar to any other business. Sometimes we face problems. Share with them, what are these problems? Perhaps they may understand it and perhaps they may help us. And also, let our audience see how we started in the business. Everybody has got a unique story, how we started into the life insurance business. Let them know. Let them know what it is that we have got to face to get to where we are today. And show them that we understand. And that is very important. Be clear on their needs. Be clear on our audience needs. Define our audience profile. What is this person like? What is this person worth? And what are the characteristics of this person? We need to know. We need to define them. Once we have got them into a certain category, we have an awareness of this prospect or this customer, only then we can share more of what we do with our customers with a similar profile. Every single customer is different. We do not share everything to our customers. We only share what we can do best to help our customers, because our customers' time is very valuable. We help them based on what they need and what they want. So this is very important. At the same time, we need to learn to connect. Connecting with our customers on a deeper level is so important. If you want to increase the case size of our business or how to close sales on the spot, it is very important. People buy people first, as I have said earlier. We need to let them know we understand them. People want to feel understood. Customers, they want to feel understood. Prospects, they want to feel understood. And another very good point, as I've said earlier, what makes us stand out? Define what makes us stand out. What is our unique selling point? What is our USP? What is our unique selling point? We can do this by improving the overall buying experience from us. Because when they know we are special, when they know we have something valuable which we can provide them instead of other advisors, they will want to listen. But before they want to listen, they would want to know, what is so special about you? I've listened to so many advisors. So what is your key point? What is your selling point? Let them know. And again, show the passion we have for our business. If you're not passionate about the business, people will not have the passion to buy from us. Remember, show them the fire in you. Be passionate about selling. Be passionate about our company. Be passionate about the products we sell. Be passionate about us helping them. And that is the most important one. And again, remember, be trusted. Earn trust from consumers. Trust is earned. It is not free. And also, be remarkable. Remarkable means we have a unique way in the market which inspires customers to know more. We are different from others. We need to remember this. And again, be unmistakable, which means we have to strive to be the best even in the smallest details all the time, because we do not want to make mistakes at the most important moments in our customers' lives. And be essential. Become important to our customer. Become somebody who the customer depends on. Become somebody they need. Become somebody they would wish to have by their side. Be essential. And again, as I've said earlier, but this is so important, identify the decision maker. Who is the decision maker in the family or in the company or in the organization, or the source of influence, who is the CFO of the family, who is the chief financial officer of the family. And when it comes to fact-finding a decision maker, we need to know, for example, which industry are these people involved in? What is going on with the cash flow? How is their personality like? And how is their assets? How are they doing financially? How are they doing? Every single category of assets changes how we talk to them, because that is their ability. So we have to customize our selling cycle depending on their ability. And remember, ask practical questions. Ask questions which helps us to sell. Do not ask unnecessary questions. For example, we have to point them in the right directions. We can ask them, Mr. So-and-so, who else is involved in the buying process? Who else? Mr. So-and-so, who will be using the product? How have decisions like this been made previously? Ask them. We can ask so that we get better answers and a higher closing ratio. And what the most important part to all we have shared today is to be efficient. Because if you're not efficient, we will not get the production we need every single year. We have to be very, very efficient when it comes to selling. As I've said earlier, be efficient, no matter what it is that we do. Remember this is very important. And when it comes to goal setting in this industry, remember, always set ambitious and practical goals. We can define our goals specifically and its consequences into very simple terms in a book. Just get a book, write everything down. And when it comes to doing our business, we have to learn how to lead ourselves well. And to lead ourselves well means having great days, great months, and great years. But great months and great years comes from having great days. So every day, improve, do something which helps our business. And when it comes to achieving goals, this is so common, but I'm going to say it again. Have SMART goals. SMART goals means, let's look into it. What do you want to achieve in your area of focus? Ask ourselves this question. What do you want to achieve in your area of focus? What is it that you want to get solved? And why is this goal so important to you? And what steps will you take to achieve it? What are you willing to do? What are you willing to sacrifice to get from here to there? And how do you know that you can achieve this goal? Who are the prospects? Who are the people who will be helping us? We need to know all of this. At the same time, by when do you want to achieve this goal? This is also very, very important. We need to know what's coming ahead, at least a few months in advance. Okay? And also, define our daily, weekly, and monthly sales activities. For example, some activities which we commonly do in this industry is contacting new prospects, engaging with customers, providing solutions, and this is when we sell. Or maybe we have to do some follow-up, maybe even some routine planning and restructuring. All of this is very important. But the important thing is we have to do all of this in advance. We have to be fast in this business. The business is very fast. It doesn't wait for anybody. So learn to be fast. Learn to be fast, learn to be efficient, but efficient at the same time, also very practical and effective. That is very important. And again, create a reputable sales process. When we sell, we don't sell one time. We want to sell many times. So make us somebody who people want to buy from repeatedly. We can train customers to buy from us. And this is when we do future selling. This is how we call it, future selling. We sell in advance. We tell our customer, Mr. Prospect, this is what you need in the future. This is how we can help you. Let them know. So when they have the funds, they will come back to us. And we only sell at the right moment. Do not sell just because we want to sell. We sell at the right moment when we can help them. This is very important. And customers must never forget about us. We need to make them feel warm. They must feel warm. They must remember us. Okay, there's this insurance advisor. I always think about him. We need to make them feel this way, so they always buy from us. And at the same time, before I end my session, I would like to contribute something else, which has been helping me all the while. Remember, habits are very important. Habits shape us in this business. So always have good habits. Thank you so much. Thank you, MDRT.